Okay, so 2-2 is percent proportion. So I'm going to show you how to write percents using proportions, or how to solve, and also how to do them with equations. That'll be 2-3. So 2-2 first is that when we have one ratio or fraction, it compares part of a quantity to the whole quantity. Just like the tire in the monster truck is the part, and we compare that to the whole, right? The whole truck. So it's part of the weight to the whole weight. So that's what proportions are. Remember when we did proportions, comparing all the time, this to that, this to that? It's the same thing. So we can write it either as a ratio or a fraction. And we just call it percent proportion. So we don't leave our answer in fractions, we leave it in percentages, right? That's the difference. So one ratio or fraction compares part of a quantity to the whole quantity. All right, here's a little chart for you guys that helps you kind of decipher what to do when you see certain problems, okay? So this chart is also in your book. It's also in your book. So I want it in your notes because you can use your notes on quizzes and stuff, so it will be helpful. But basically what it's doing is it's breaking down the type of question, an example of that question, and how to set up the proportion, okay? So the top line, it says find the percent, and the question will look something like, what percent of 5 is 4? What percent of 5 is 4? And so what you do is you take the 4/5, the 4 over the 5, and you set that equal to whatever number percent over 100. Remember our percents are over 100, so I just put n for a number. And they always will look like that. They don't change if you're looking for a percent. Okay? What percent of 5 is 4? Then the second part, find the part. What number? So now we're trying to find the part, which remember was the top piece of the tire in the truck. What number is 80% of 5? So we just put P for part over 5 equals, and we have the 80, so that goes over the 100, the 80 over 100. So this side is always percents, and this side is always part over whole. Okay? And the last one, find the whole. 4 is 80% of what number? So you just put 4 over W for whole equals the 80 over 100. So depending on which piece you're looking for, this is how you would set it up. Do you guys remember how do we solve these? Cross what? Cross multiply, right? Or cross product? Yeah. So we're just using the cross product. Okay, so this, when I'm finding percent, I just put n because I don't know that number, n for number. When I'm finding number, or I'm finding what part, that's P for part, over the whole is 5. This is the percent 80. And this one, I'm trying to find the whole. So I have 4, and I have 80, but I don't have the whole. We're going to practice so you'll get better at it. Okay. It's just like little clues that tell you. Now, some people like to do these this way, and some people like to do them the other way, which we're going to do in the next section. But do you guys remember last year, any of your teachers, that if they taught percent, they said something like, there's clues like of and is? Remember this? Okay, so it's going to come back to you. This isn't going to be completely new. It's just that last year you probably didn't get a ton of practice with it. So you'll get a lot more practice this year. So I'm going to give you an example. And you can see what this looks like. What percent of 15 is $9? What percent of $15 is $9? So which one's the whole, 15 or 9? 15 is the whole, right? And which one's the part? 9. And do we have the percentage? No. We're looking for the percentage. So we should set it up like the first one. You see the first one?
Yes.
So we should do something like 9 over 15 equals some number over 100, right? We don't know the percentage. Okay, so 9 over 15 equals some number over 100. We don't know that. So far, so good? Then you cross multiply, right? So that's 15 times n and 9 times 100. Do you remember this? I hope so. We just did it. So you get 900 equals 15n, right? That's 9 times 100 and 15 times n. And then divide both sides. Divide both sides. And you should get 60. That 60 is not just a number. You're going to have to write it as a percent because that's what we're looking for. So be careful. If you just write 60 and you don't write percent, it's going to be wrong. Any questions on that one? Do we all understand the cross, multiply, divide stuff now? Okay, good. We're going to do it 1,000 more times in Math 8 too, so yeah, I know. Cross, multiplying, and dividing. Lots more of that this year and next year. And if you're like me, you'll do that forever. All right. So the 60 represents percent because that was in the question, what percent? So be careful on that. Don't just leave 60, put 60%. All right, I want you guys to try one on your own. You can write it in your notes. But I want you to try this one. What percent of 25 is 20? I'll give you a couple minutes to sort that out. Yeah. This whole chapter is calculator friendly. So what percent of 25 is 20? Sienna, did you get it?
No, I'm still working on it.
Okay. Logan, did you get it? Devin, did you get it?
Still working on it.
Nina, did you get it?
No.
Bryce?
Nope.
Abby?
80%.
Yes.
Yes.
80 what though? Good. 80%. Raise your hand if you got that right. Good. So this is how we do this, guys. Remember, it is part over whole. So that's 20 over 25 equals the percent we put for n over 100. Cross multiply, right? So this is 2,000 divided by 25. And so you should have 80%. Good. All right. Next one. You try this one. 12.75 or 12.75, it's dollars, is what percent of $50? Yes.
Is it negative?
No, it's just like little dashes.
Okay.
Here, I'll make them little circles. $12.75 is what percent of $50? It's worded a little different, but it's the same setup. Sarah, did you get it yet? Okay. McKenna, did you get it?
I'm actually still working.
Rock?
I'm still working.
Jimmy? Oh. I said Jimmy and you heard Kimmy, but that's okay. You got it right. So it's 25.5%.
Got it right.
Monroe, I got a question.
Yes.
The bottom number for not 12.20, but on the other side,
Uh-huh.
will there always be 100?
Yes, because our percent is always over 100, right?
Question.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I just times it right now, and I got 0.002255. So then, would you move the decimal down just to 2?
Yes. All right. Any other questions on this one? Yes.
I get 6.375.
Okay, so did you do 12.75 times 100?
Yeah.
And then divide by 50.
Yeah, definitely.
Try again. Yeah.
So like it says on like the one that Rachel does.
Guys, remember if you want to talk, you have to raise your hand. Thank you.
It's like 50, comma 9 is 60% of. Like, what does the 50 mean? Like,
Where are you talking about? Right
in
here?
the box.
So $9 is 60% of 15.
Yeah, but what's that 50 to the left of the 9?
It's a so.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I asked this question.
Yes, you did. All right, next page. Here we go. Here's another example, you guys. This is another way they look, okay? Shh. We're looking for a number that is 40% of 120. A number that is 40% of 120. Are we looking for the part or the whole or the percent? Part. Good. Because we have the percent. And this is what number is 40% of 120. That's the whole. So this is how you set it up. Oh, you can't see the whole thing. Better? Sarah, question? Oh, you already got the answer? Okay, hold on. So we have this part, P for part, over 120 equals the 40 for percent over 100. Remember, it's always going to be over 100 here. So if we cross multiply this, we'd have 100p, and then this would be, what, 12 times 4, 4,800? Yep. So we divide by 100. Divide by 100.
48.
And we should get 48. Is that our answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not a percent. But I wrote it so 48 is 40% of 120. You don't have to rewrite it that way. I just want you to see what's going on. Okay, so this one is pretty simple. We're looking for the part. We have all the other pieces, so I want you to try this one. What is 5% of 60? What number is? What number is? So set that up and try that one. I'll give you about a minute. Should be pretty fast now.
Question.
Yep.
Does 5% go with the first number go on the bottom or top?
Well, the 60?
So the second number will always go on the bottom.
Yeah, if it's asking you this way, what number is of? Remember is of from 6th grade?
They never taught me that.
We'll keep practicing. Try this one though. All right. Quiet down. Okay, Maddie, did you get something here?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
3.
3. Did you all get 3?
Yeah.
Good. I'm going to show you how to set it up so you have it written down. So if we have a part over 60 equals 15 over 100, cross multiply and divide. So this is 15 times 60 divided by 100, and you should get 3. Yes.
I know another way to get the answer.
don't do it yet. We're gonna go there. Don't say it yet. Okay? I know this is a shortcut, but wait. Michael?
But I thought we put 5 on the top and 6 on the bottom.
The 5 is the percent. So it has to go over the 100. Did I write 15?
Yes.
Whoops. Okay? Let's try another one. See if you can get this one. Alright, do this one. 12% of 85 is what number? 12% of 85 is what number? So we're going back and forth between is and of and is. This is why I showed you both of them so you don't get confused. Okay, 12% of 85 is what number? I will set it up for you. You have to do the math though. Okay, so still I'm looking for the part of 85 that is equal to 12 over 100. Punch this into your calculator. Make sure you're getting the same answer as everyone else. 85 times 12 divided by 100. Emery.
10.2.
Yes. Did you guys get that in your calculators?
Yes.
So you need to go 85 times 12. Punch that in. 85 times 12, beep, 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 right? Then hit divide by 100. Divide 100. Did you get it when you tried that? Yes. That would be the next section that Nicholas is dying to tell us about, so just wait.
Sorry.
You're remembering from 6th grade, though. That's good. Okay? This is the proportion, then we'll do the equation. But yes, it's the same. But I want to make sure you're getting this in your calculator, yes? Did you get it? Michael, did it work? 85 times 12 divided by 100. Did you get it, Josh?
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
Jeez, just put it in.
All right. Let's do the last example. So, 18 is 25% of what number? Now, we have 18. Is that the part or the whole?
That's the whole.
Part, because we already did the percent. We did the one where we find the part. Now we have to find the whole. Okay? So 18 is 25% of what number? So we have 18 over the whole. We don't know. And 25 over the 100. Still the same thing. We're going to cross multiply and divide. That doesn't change. Always cross multiply and divide, and we get 72. 72 is the whole number. 18 is part of it. 72. 18 times 100 divided by 25.
Then why'd you put the percent on that side even though 18's a percent?
18 is not the percent. 25 is the percent. See how the percent symbol's with it? Okay? Lots of practice. Alright, so I want you guys to try this one. 40% of what number is 20? 40%, so that's going to go over the 100. What number would be the whole? We don't know, that's the W. And 20 would be the part. We have that. So we have that, we have this. We have 20 over W equals 40 over 100. Cross multiply and divide. See if we all get the same answer here.
Why does the W go on the bottom and then the last problem did what is it?
Because here, up here, we were finding the part and now we're finding the whole. Two different things. Just like the truck, right? The tire over the truck, part over whole, part over whole. Okay? It's always the same setup. Always the same cross multiply and divide. Let's see if you guys get it. You guys are getting faster now. Kendall, did you get it?
50?
Not 50.
Yeah, it was.
It was? Oh yeah, you know what? I think I wrote it down wrong. 40% of what number? Yeah, it is 50. In the book it was 26, but I wrote it as 0. So you're right, it is 50. Okay, so because 20 times 100 is 2,000, right? Divided by 40, 50. Don't tell them yet. No shortcuts yet. All right, I wrote this one down right. Do this last problem. Last problem. You can use a shortcut, but don't tell everybody until they see it.
Oh, now I know the shortcut.
So this is 84 is 75% of what number? So we're going to go 84. Be quiet, please. Over the whole number equals the 75% over the 100. Try that in your calculators. Anastasia, did you get it?
Yeah.
What'd you get? Yes, 112. Raise your hand if you got 112.
I got 84.
Uh-oh. Punch it in again. Go 84 times 100. And then divide by 75. Try it one more time.
Oh man, dude.
Sometimes, Josh, sometimes it's just calculator error, which is why I'll say punch it in twice, right? To check your answer. And if you get 2 different answers, you should do it a 3rd time. All right. So, here's a little recap, okay, guys? A little formula if you want to have it written down. It's the part over the whole equals the percent over the 100. Example, I just put some numbers. But part over whole equals percent over 100. This is the proportion. So, I know that you know the shortcut, some of you. But, you may get a test question where it says, fill in the missing pieces, just like how on the monster truck, you had to fill in those pieces. You have to know where they go, okay? It'll say, like, set up a proportion. You have to know how to set up a proportion. Even if you know the shortcut and you can get the answer, you still have to know how to set up the proportion. So it's part over the whole equals the percent over the 100. Any questions on that formula? Pretty straightforward, right? Okay. Alright, so what you guys are going to do is in your workbook, and you may work with the people right next to you or a person next to you if you want to. I want you to practice. The page numbers are on the board.